Erik ten Hag tomorrow, by this time, he would have managed his first game of Manchester United and would have known the result of what United and Liverpool friendly match in Thailand is going to be like in here onto United Matters channel. And today in here, we are coming here to bring you the friendly match review in there for you. Who do we expect to start? According to the open training that has been held in Bangkok, at least he has painted a picture on who he really believes that he's really going to start into the 11 of United. Remember, he's going to field two teams for the first 45 minutes and the second 45 minutes. But in here, we are really going to bring you the predicted lineup of United versus Liverpool for the first 45 minutes in there for you. Who do you think is really going to come on and really get it started in there for the first game of Erik ten Hag in here onto this channel? Smash the like button, comment and share, and if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily in there for you. Now, before I really get into this preview in there for you, allow me, not the preview has already started, the predicted lineup. Allow me do this. Allow me bring you this, because you guys need to be knowing about this, because this is what we call head-to-head in there for you. When you look at the Premier League record between United and Liverpool, they played a total of 58 games. Those are how many seasons of them playing? You divide by 2, those are close to 29 seasons in there for you when these teams have been really facing themselves in the Premier League. 28 wins for Manchester United, 16 wins for Liverpool, 79 goals by Manchester United scored, 67 goals scored by Liverpool, 18 clean sheets kept by United, 15 clean sheets kept by a side which goes by the names of Liverpool. When you look at this start, it shows you that United are 12 wins ahead of Liverpool in the Premier League. That's it. And when you look at how they played last season, Liverpool beat Manchester United. And by the way, the last time I saw United beat Liverpool was in the FA Cup, the game that ended 3-2. I remember that like yesterday. Bruno came in and scored a free kick because the game was at level 2-2. United went 2 goals ahead, Liverpool equalized, and Bruno came out and scored a free kick that was on the edge of the defender's box area, and it was 2-2 in there for you. When you look at that start, it shows you that United really has an edge. That's why Erik ten Hag, during the pre-match conference, has come out and said there is no small game into this. Every game is big, and we're going to come in there and treat it as a big game, and we're here to win. That really excited me in his press conference he held today in the morning in there for you. That is Erik ten Hag in there for you. So when you look at Manchester United, the only doubtful player amongst the 31 players that really traveled is one, Rafael Varane, because today he has not been part of the team. Is it an injury? And if at all it's an injury, that means that we bought a player who is injury prone unknowingly. Last season he had close to 4 injuries. Even when he was playing in the UEFA Nations League, after return, he really got an injury. He walked off the pitch. And if this continues, it's really going to put us on pressure, because as it stands, he's the best fullback is the best central defender that we have. But if at all our best central defender is so much injury prone, like a player who goes by the names of Rafael Varane, then it won't really make sense. When you look at this in here for you last season, let me see how many minutes did he really play for United in there for you. Not even minutes, but let me bring you the number of games he played for United in there for you. Rafael Varane, how many games did you play for us last season in there for you? Stats, where are they? All right, you know, Google really makes these things easy nowadays. So it's so much easier to go in and bring in this content here for you onto your screen. Now, when you look at that, look at it very well. Rafael Varane last season, he played, show me more stats if possible. He played 22 games in the Premier League and 5 games in the Champions League. In total, United played 38 games in the Premier League. We played 8 games in the Champions League. Those are 46. We played a game in the FA Cup. We played 1, and I think in the Carabao Cup, how many did we play? Weren't we knocked out immediately in there? Those are 2 games in there for you. 40 plus 8. We played almost 50 games last season, and out of the 50 games, he just played 27. You don't want a signing that you brought in as one of the seniorest central defenders to be having in your team to go in and play 27 games out of how many games? Out of out of the 50 games we played and this season, we are really going to play more because in the UEFA Europa League, I know we are going to proceed up to the finale. That means we are going to average 60 games this season. So, is Rafael Varane going to be fit? That's a big question because today, he's nowhere to be seen. You get? He's nowhere to be seen. So, we are asking ourselves, why did we bring him at Manchester United? I think that's why Erik ten Hag is so much wanting Martinez to come to Manchester United because he believes that he trusts in Rafael Varane, but he won't trust him because of his injuries. That's a man who goes by the names of Erik ten Hag for you. He knows Rafael Varane is a very good player, but he's an injury-prone player, right? Like today, he has not been part of the training and he won't be part of the game tomorrow. So the defenders we are left with are central defenders, Tuanzebe, Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof, Eric Bay. We are only having 4 central defenders because even Tengi Mengi never traveled with the squad. So we are only having 4 central defenders. So we are waiting for the manager to tell us after the game why Rafael Varane didn't really appear. If at all he really doesn't appear, but he might show up, but I'm not sure. And in my team that I've chosen, he might not find himself getting a position in there for you. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, subscribe to this channel. After subscribing, hit the notification bell and click all because you know what we do. We sometimes hijack you with live videos in there for you. But there is some good news coming in from Barcelona. Joe Motaf and Richard Arnold have been spotted at Barcelona. They've held a meeting with a man who goes by the names of Joan Laporta, the president of Barcelona. That's the story. We are really going to go on and upload in the next 2 hours from now. So endeavor to subscribe so as not to miss out on stories like those. Without further ado, allow me really take you through my predicted lineup with the team of United Matters channel on who we think is really going to be in goal for United. The system is 4-2-3-1 in there for you. And in goal, obviously, I expect David De Gea to start with the first batch of players. I've told you that I expect Erik ten Hag to have 2 teams into this game. He's first going to have the first 11 and second half, he's going to bring in more players to come in and really play because he has a team of 31 players. That means that when you are to field 22 players in there for you, you are left with get off the keepers, get off the 2 keepers. That means you are left with how many? You are left with 7 players in there for you. So I don't know how he's really going to go on and do it, but he really believes that he should give every young player time. But he's told us that young players should come and show us that they are really interested in this in there for you. David De Gea is going to start in goal according to me. And my team here at United, so at United Matters channel in there for you, he's going to start in goal. He's going to start in goal according to me. And I've been told that during the training, reports coming in from Thailand, David De Gea is improving on his ball playing abilities. Something that a system of Erik ten Hag calls so much for. For being a shot stopper, good goalkeeper, keeping clean sheets and really keeping us in the game, no question on doubt. But the doubt is on his ball playing capabilities. But he's trying to improve them alongside the manager who goes by names of Erik ten Hag. So I expect him to start in goal in there for you, and let's see how it's really going to go in there for you. Right back, it's so much really surprised because today I was surprised in the open training that was conducted in the stadium where the game is going to take place. Erik ten Hag had Aaron Wan-Bissaka as the right back, not Diego Delo. I was so much surprised in there for you. He had him as the right back in there for you, and meaning that he was sending us a signal that Aaron Wan-Bissaka is going to start. But that does not rule out that United want to sell him. You know, they might be really starting him to really get more suitors for him, but he's starting, and let's see tomorrow whether he has really improved his game going forward. But defensively, he's okay, but going forward is okay. And I might really know why he's bringing in Aaron Wan-Bissaka, because of the attacking game of Liverpool, especially Luis Diaz, who's going to be playing that side on the left side or left flank of the forward roles of Liverpool in there for you. That lad is really so deadly. He can skin you left, right, and center. And I really believe that Erik ten Hag believes that if at all it's Diaz, it should be Diaz versus Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Because Aaron Wan-Bissaka on 1v1s, he's so good. He's so good. He slides in very well, but he really has a problem going forward. Even when he's really going with the ball, he doesn't look like he enjoys going forward. He looks like he feels so much comfortable when he's defending for United and not going forward. So we expect him to start into that left back, into the right back, according to what we've seen in training in there for you. Then secondly, This has shocked me. It was Tyrell Malacia into the team that we saw playing that half stadium in the VU. That really sent me an idea, sent me a message to me, as I told you guys that Malacia is not to come here to deputize Luke Shaw. He's here to give Luke Shaw competition, and Erik ten Hag believes that Malacia is one of those players that should go on and start. His first signing, I know, is really going to shock you, but he's really going to give him more players, more game time. He has talked lots of things about him. He has told us how he's been a very good player. He has talked all good things about him, that he's a modern fullback, good offensive and good going forward. You get? And obviously, when you look at Malacia, you guys are really going to enjoy Malacia, and you'll come back here and tell me that Malacia is better than Luke Shaw. That's it. He's better than Luke Shaw. Though Luke Shaw is good, but Malacia is better. He's better, and you can't go with a good, yet you have a better in there for you. So thank you guys for watching in, and let me know what you think about these people in there for you. As for starters, for the central defense, obviously with Rafael Varane a question, you expect Eric Bailly to start into that central defense with Manchester United. He was so much involved in a lot as United were playing. Reason being, Rafael Varane was away, and he was so much playing in there for you, looking comfortable, and he said he's not going to Fulham because Fulham was leading him, giving a reason that he wants to fight for his position at Manchester United. That is a man who goes by the names of Eric Bailly there for you. So we expect him to play into that position. Reason being, amongst the defenders we are left with, he's the fastest centre back. He's the fastest centre back, and you would like a pairing. You would like a pairing of your two central defenders when one is so much fast, because United is going to play a high line against Liverpool. I know that because that's what Erik ten Hag believes in. He's going to go on and play a high line against Liverpool in there for you. So you need a fast centre back like Eric Bailly, who will go on and track those runs in there for you. And by the way, to talk about the injury, we are so much into a very bad situation at United because Eric Bailly is injury prone. Rafael Varane has proven to be injury prone and has not attended training today. That means we might be at the preseason having only 3 central defenders. That's why Erik ten Hag is telling the board that, please speed up the deal of Lisandro Martinez. I need him in my team. Bailly is good, but he's injury prone. He might not even accomplish the first 45 minutes of the game. Let's pray for him. You get? Each and every time he's on the field of play, you just really have to put your hands crossed for him because he's reckless. He's really good, but he goes into tackles not supposed to go in. That is a man who goes by names of Eric Bailly in there for you. Then he's really going to play that. He's really going to partner with Harry Maguire. Obviously, he's the captain. He has to start the game. He has been given the captain and he has retained it. Something that most of us never wanted, but we have to support the manager. The manager has really seen some things in him that most of us cannot come in here and see. So Harry Maguire retains the captain armband of United and is going to play onto the left side of the central defense as Eric Bailly plays onto the right side of the central defense. But we are going to see, is he really going to give us what we expect him to give us? Reason being, United bought him telling us that he's a ball-playing centre-back and he's a modern centre-back. So we are waiting to see tomorrow how the build-up play is really going to be between him and the back four of United in there for you. So he has trained into the team also, and we are waiting to see what is really going to happen between United and Liverpool in there for you. So my back four is expected to stand like that for United into the game. We are going to play a side which goes by names of Liverpool in there for you. Let's go eyes. Then Freddie Rodriguez in there for you has been seen into that team that Erik ten Hag was really laid out to play into that game, to act or to train into the open training in Thailand in there for you. I have no problem with him, but my problem has always been him going forward and his final pass. But he really receives the ball well. His intensity is way up the ordinary. And I know managers like Erik ten Hag will always go for players who are talented and having the intensity and the hard work. When they put up hard work on the field of play, he really believes that they are the perfect players supposed to be playing with at Manchester United. It's going to be a 4-2-3-1. It's not going to be a single pivot. It's going to be a double pivot. And it's believed, according to what we've seen on training, it's believed that Danny van Beek is going to play into a double midfield pivot alongside Freddie Rodriguez, right? That's what I really believe, and that's what I really think is going to happen in a 4-2-3-1 system of United. Danny Van Beek returning from loan at Everton, a spell that never really went well. He accomplished it with a goal at Emirates against Arsenal in there for you. And he returns at Manchester United to meet his former manager from Ajax, who really made him what he is. Obviously, the manager believes in him, and he has really shown him that you really have my trust, and I really believe in you. So Erik ten Hag reunites with Danny Van Beek, and we expect Danny Van Beek to play to that position. Obviously, why? One, he's press resistant. He's good at receiving the ball. He has improved on his physicality, and he knows the Premier League a lot. And secondly, you would like to play Liverpool. You would like to face the Liverpool midfield when you're really having ball playing midfielders who really have the intensity and are really going to put up the hard work for the manager. And the manager knows that if I come at this club, I really have to feel players who are really going to come and put their bodies on line for me. They have to fight for me, and Danny Van Beek is going to go all out to prove the manager that, please, I've been here since 2020. The managers here who came in through Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Ralf Rangnick have not been using me, but I still have those vibes of Ajax. I still have those vibes of Ajax that you really decided to really put me in that team, and I was playing as a number 10. But if at all you've seen an element in me that I can play deep in the double midfield pivot, then I really have nothing to say in there for you. And if at all there is a manager that knows all the capabilities of Danny Van Beek, it has to be Erik ten Hag. So we wait and see how that is really going to happen in that double midfield pivot. So the pivot is going to be double with Freddie and Danny Van Beek. That's what I really believe. That's how we're really going to stand into that game of football in there for you. Bruno Fernandes obviously is going to play ahead of Freddie and Danny Van Beek, because for him you cannot really get him playing deep, but he has the work rate, has the intensity, but he has to improve on how he really makes his decisions in there for you. Sometimes he shoots aimlessly. He is good at really looking out for that pass to really find an assist in there for you, but he sometimes looks selfish. That is something I will call for the manager, Erik ten Hag, to get out of Bruno Fernandes. He's been a very good player, but when he reaches in those areas, he's so much tempted to go for a shot. Yet, if at all he really goes in for a release pass, it would have been better in there for you. But I really trust him that he's going to change lots of things at Manchester United in there for you. Then we go to, that is the central attack midfield. That is Bruno Fernandes. We go to the right attacking midfielder in there for you. He's going to be playing with the right wing. Obviously, Jadon Sancho. For this, let me first really put out this. I think I can even forget it. Before I forget it, let me say it out. I've seen people coming out and crying for that. Bring in Anthony. Bring in Anthony. Anthony is that one who's going to bring in those crosses. We don't have a right winger. Guys, I remember everyone accrediting the signing of Sancho, that we've gotten in a right winger. Sancho is a right winger. Certified. You get? He's a right winger and is certified playing into that position. At Borussia Dortmund, at the England national team, and at Manchester United, you have to play him that side because that's where he was playing. By the time we bought him from Borussia Dortmund, he had proven to be one of the young, exciting right wingers in the world. Now, if Erik ten Hag comes in and says, all right, I'm going to play him that side, then it's okay. It's so much okay. Why do you cry for Anthony? To me, I don't support United to go in and bring in Anthony at £60 million. Why should we pay £60 million for Anthony? What for? Is it a position where we are lacking quality? No way. We are not lacking quality into that position. Amad Diallo, before he was loaned, in his debut season at Manchester United, he showed us that when you bring him on, he would go on and do the job. He scored against AC Milan in the UEFA Europa League. You saw that game we played against Wolverhampton Wanderers that really summed up the season away. He played very, very well. You remember that game, we won that game by 2 goals to 1. In the midfield there was Nemanja Matic, Juan Mata, and Danny Van Beek. You remember that very well. We played very well, and Amad Diallo is really a player that can really go ahead and play in there for you. Anthony Elanga has shown us that he can come in and add a lot of intensity while playing that side. We have quality in there. We have quality. So I don't want to see players coming in and say, oh, we need a right winger, No. We need to first improve our central defense and improve our midfield too in there for you. That's what I really believe, that we need a central defensive midfielder. Let's get in De Jong. Let's get in Paredes in there for you all. Ruben Neves. Then you talk about bringing in an Anthony. That's not what we need. We need to reinforce our central midfield by bringing in De Jong and another central midfielder in there for you. You get? Going forward, we okay. Danny Van Beek can go ahead to play off the right side of the midfield very well. He can play as a right winger because in certain games at Ajax, he was played as a right winger. Erik ten Hag used to play him as a right winger. So, to me, I really believe that that's why Erik ten Hag is so much yearning to go in for a player who goes by the names of Lisandro Martinez, because he believes that if he really gets a problem in the midfield, Lisandro will come in and really cover up as a central defender. He can play in the central defense too. That is why Erik ten Hag wants him at Manchester United. But Sancho, really very good and talented player. I really believe in him, and he's really at a coach who really likes players like him. Very exciting, very on point, and I really believe that it's going to do wonders at Manchester United in there for you. So Sancho, even today, he really created an assist for Rashford. If at all you've happened to see those highlights that really happened today in there, he really created an assist for Rashford, and Rashford made the cross, and he directed that ball with his header into the back of the net in there for you. Talking about Rashford, he's the man that we expect to play off the left attacking side of the midfield as United plays against a team which goes by the names of Liverpool tomorrow. The manager said he hasn't really known a lot about Rashford and Antoine Martial, because he believes that if I told you to see how good a player is and what is his best position that suits him best at the club, they need to be playing these friendly games. That's when you're really going to get to know what the player is all about. You get? Manchester United is all about winning, and Erik ten Hag wants to see how Rashford, who had really a dreadful season, is really going to improve under him in the game of Liverpool. And I know he's really going to start. He's really going to start him in there for you to come in and do the needful to see to it that he really lets it to the level where he wants it in there for you. Who is leading the line? Obviously, the number 9 of United, who goes by names of Anthony Martial, is going to lead the line for United, according to me. That's what I really believe that is really going to start in there for you. And I saw a picture of him and Erik ten Hag explaining to him how he's supposed to do certain things. And I really thought, all right. I think Erik ten Hag has seen a player in Martial. Obviously, if you've been following Erik ten Hag, you know that talent comes first, then the intensity comes second. So when you look at all the players at Manchester United leading the line, no one is better than Antoine Martial currently. Ronaldo is not here. Someone said, but Ronaldo is better than him. Obviously, he's better than him, but trust me, the ones that are at United right now, no one is better than Antoine Martial. So we expect Antoine Martial to go in and do the needful in this game of football when you're playing a side which goes by the names of Liverpool to lead the line in there for you. So my starting 11, David De Gea in goal, Aaron Bissaka right back, Malacia left back, Maguire and Eric Bailly into the central defense partnership. It would have been Rafael Varane and Maguire, but Rafael Varane is really injured. He has not shown up in training today. I don't know what's wrong with him. Then we are having double midfield pivot Danny Van Beek and Fred Rodriguez. Bruno Fernandes playing as a central attacking midfielder. Sancho as a right winger. Rashford as a left winger, and Antoine Martial to lead the line. Now, in the second half, we expect him to bring in Timo Heaton, Dalot to play as the right back, Luke Shaw as the left back, Lindelof and Twanzebe central defenders in there for you. Then in the double midfield pivot, we expect James Garner and Scott McTominay to play into that side. Then we expect Hannibal to play as a central attacking midfielder and Elanga to play as a right attacking midfielder. Elanga to play as a left attacking midfielder, and Ahmad to play as a right winger in there for you. But I think Elanga will lead the line. They might give Elanga that chance to lead the line, such that United plays in Garnacho. Garnacho will play off the left, and Amad Diallo will play off the right wing in there for you. So that's how it's going to stand in there for you. So guys, feel free to get in the comment section. Tell me what you think about my predicted lineup and what you think who should start in tomorrow's game as United really plays with Liverpool. The Erik ten Hag era officially begins tomorrow. We are really going to see what he has for us. Obviously, because we are so much expectant. That tiki-taka kind of football is what we are really so much at. Even if we lose,
That won't pain me. But how are we going to play? I'd like to see players of United putting up a couple of passes, the build-up play. How have we improved our intensity? How are we really going to defend the midfield? How we really track back, especially Sancho and Rashford. Rashford reached an excellent, doesn't want to track back during Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and those days of Ralf Rangnick. So as he really improved as a player on that, we are here to see what is happening in there for you as United plays the side which goes by the names of Liverpool tomorrow in there for you. For those that want to see my predicted Liverpool lineup against Manchester United, you have to go to my sister channel, which goes by names of Rokani Media Football. You can find me there, and everything is going to be that side in there for you. I go by the names of Rokan David. That's what I had for you, and I sign out for now. Another video is coming in. United CEO Richard Arnold and the technical director Motaf have been in Barcelona doing the final touches of the De Jong deal. We finally have the deal on, and just know when you see them there, they've not gone there to sell a player. They've gone there to accomplish the deal of Frankie De Jong. And it said that Barcelona want to see that deal done this week. By the end of this week, they want to resolve the future of Frankie De Jong. Whether he's staying at Barcelona or leaving, it's all there waiting to see what is really going to happen in there for you. Go by the names of Rokan David. I'm out for now. We are returning in 1 or 2 hours from now. I'm out.